Good afternoon to friends and colleagues at the 25th edition of Global India. I wish I could be there in person in Agra, but it's still wonderful to be able to speak with you virtually. For those of you who are not familiar with the RSPO, we are a global multi-stakeholder initiative that develops and implements a market mechanism to support and promote sustainable palm oil production. We certify more than 19% of global production under the most rigorous and credible palm oil standard in the world. We have around 5,400 members globally, with over 150 businesses with operations in India, representing all of the key sectors across the palm oil supply chain. RSPO has been supporting Global for several years now, and I would like to recognize the efforts of Kailash Ji and his team at Teflas in bringing us together once again. I also want to thank the Solvent Extractors Association of India, the chief patron of Global, and the Indian Vegetable Oil Producers Association, who are also present at this event. Both organizations are led by many RSPO members who are strong supporters of sustainable palm oil. The first 9 months of 2022 have been incredibly challenging for all of us. A constellation of factors including the war in Ukraine, resurgence of COVID in certain regions, the export ban of palm oil from Indonesia, and supply chain disruptions have all led to a tightening of the global palm oil market. Hovering above this is the climate crisis, which is no longer a remote prospect, but a reality we're all experiencing today through droughts, floods, and the resulting output disruptions. As the world's largest importer of palm oil at around 8 million tons annually, India is acutely aware of the challenges I describe. Yet we also find ourselves with an opportunity to demonstrate how well-placed sustainable palm oil is to fill supply gaps while alleviating poverty, mitigating climate change, and minimizing environmental and social impacts. As we all know, palm oil itself is not the problem, but the way it is conventionally produced is. As per reports published by the International Union of Conservation of Nature, IUCN, and the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, the best alternative to palm oil is sustainable palm oil. The recent announcement by the Government of India on increasing the domestic production of palm oil towards ensuring Atmanirbharta is a great opportunity for India to demonstrate the economic and social value of sustainable palm oil production. By ensuring sustainable practices across the entire domestic production chain, India can claim a global leadership role in this critical sector. While the production challenges in India are very different from other grower countries, it is still imperative that farmer livelihoods, climate change, and food security take precedence. We are now doing some training and capacity building work in Andhra Pradesh, India's largest palm oil producing state, that will eventually help the Indian palm oil farmers to adopt best case practices and increase their yield and income. Palm oil is an incredibly efficient crop, producing more oil per land area than any other equivalent vegetable crop. Globally, palm oil supplies 35% of the world's vegetable oil demand on less than 10% of the land used. Furthermore, palm oil is an important crop for the GDP of emerging economies and the millions of smallholder farmers who depend on producing palm oil for their livelihoods, including here in India. Faced with an unprecedented crisis, more businesses are seeking sustainable ways to thrive during these uncertain times. Though it may sound simple, one of the most useful tools for businesses to become more resilient is the application of sustainable sourcing policies. Businesses with purpose are more likely to be market leaders in the long run. Globally, we see businesses revamping their agendas to align with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Why? Because our success or failure to transition to sustainable production and consumption will define the health of our planet, its inhabitants, and our respective organizations in the years to come. I would like to conclude by saying that making sustainable palm oil the norm is our shared responsibility. As the leading sustainability organization in the palm oil sector, RSPO is keen to work with the Indian industry, government, and other stakeholders to support India's move towards Atmanirbharta through the sustainable development of the palm oil industry. I'd like to introduce you to my colleague, RSPO's Deputy Director of Market Transformation here in India, Ashwin Selvaraj, who will be taking a deeper dive into our work and vision for India. Thank you, and my best wishes to all of you.